I am Shrikant Watwe. I have been traveling to different places. During 2023, we had been to United Kingdom. When we were in the United Kingdom during May and June, then the first city we visited was Dublin, then it was Belfast, then it was Inverness, and after Inverness, we were in the city of Edinburgh. We had to take a train from Inverness to reach Edinburgh. So for that, we had to go to the station much earlier, and then the station was very close. We went there, we caught it, we got the train perfectly in time. It was 30th, 31st, and 1st June. These 3 days we were in Edinburgh. So these 3 days we were in Edinburgh. We reached the Waverley Station, Edinburgh Waverley Station early in the morning, not actually early in the morning, in the afternoon. Then we went to our hotel. When we went to the hotel, we kept our luggage. They gave us the rooms, so there was no problem. So we kept the luggage, we became fresh, and it was very close to the railway station. So then we took a map from them and we asked them, how should we travel so that we'll be able to easily see the things that are possible today evening itself. So they gave us the map, and then they told that you can just take the Princess Street, which is just opposite to the hotel. So from the hotel, crossing the tram tracks and all those things, we reached the railway station road, which is actually, you can say, the Princess Street Road. So this Princess Street Road has the Scottish Government Monument, then there is a Parliament, there is a High Court, there are many things on that road along the path itself. Then when we went to the Scottish Monument, from there the station is there. Opposite side of the station there is other part of Edinburgh. So we started walking. Then we first what we did was that we went to the National Museum, then National Library, and then Edinburgh Castle. Now this Edinburgh Castle is on a hill. It requires a prior permission to enter it. In the sense, you have to book and get it. So they don't allow any number of persons to visit. So when we went there, unfortunately, we did not have passes for that day. So we just could not go inside. But then from the same road, we started walking down. It is a green garden area. From there, we took the Royal Mile. The thing that the road starts from there is called Royal Mile, and it is about 1.5 kilometer long road. Then from there we went to St. Giles Church, then Edinburgh Castle. From the it is the start point of that particular road. Then from there we were having to see many things. Then city chambers, law courts. Best part is that it has got a grass market. Then Scott Monument, Adam Black Monument, Royal Scottish Academy, then National Gallery, David Thorne statue, then Scotch Whisky Museum, then University of Edinburgh, which is a very big and beautiful university. Then from there we came back, and it was almost 4:30, 5 o'clock by the time we had finished walking all this around. It was almost 10 to 15 kilometers of walking by that time. Then when we came to the railway station, we saw a hill. That hill was called as Carlton Hill. So we thought whether we should go to the Carlton Hill today itself or we'll go tomorrow. But the next day we had got a full day tour. So we thought that it is better to go now. Even though we have walked so much, we'll go to the Carlton Hill. So we went to the Carlton Hill. It was a tough task to climb, but we did it. Then there is a Dougal Stewart's monument there. There is a Nelson monument. Then there are a lot of monuments. There are some observatory things. Then there are old palaces. There is a typical building with columns. Then we could see the entire city from the top. So all this we could do from the Carlton Hill. It is a beautiful place. I have given a lot of photos of Carlton Hill, the statues on the way that we had seen in the city, then the main basic buildings that we were seeing on the way. So all that I have already given in the form of photos. This particularly Edinburgh is the second largest financial center in UK. It is technically speaking the capital of the Ireland, Scotland. So it is a very important place in Scotland. So we were there for quite some time. We moved around, and from there our next day tour was to start. For the next day tour, we were to get ourselves to the point from where it will start. So it was near the Edinburgh Castle. It was in that area that we had to go, and then we walked from our hotel in the morning. We reached there at about 7 o'clock, and the full day tour started. Now, as soon as the tour started, the big horse statue was the first thing that we saw. This big horse statue is in the city itself. This vehicle goes around the palace from the backside. So we could see a lot of sheep, cattle grazing, then bagpipers. There was a halt for shopping where we could see the bagpipers. I have given a photo. We had a small breakfast there. Even though we had in the hotel, we still had some small breakfast there. Then we went to Glencoe. This Glencoe is a place where James Bond shooting of the Skyfall was done. It was along the bank of a loch called Loch Lenny. This There is a Fort Williams also there, so we could see the fort. We could see this Skyfall shooting of the James Bond movie. Then we could see the British tallest mountain. Even though it was May, there was slight, very less amount of ice at the top. So then we crossed the Bellachulus Bridge, and then we could see the Harry Potter Bridge. So this Harry Potter Bridge, there is a old train which passes through. So we were perfectly in time for that. So the guide told us that the train will be coming down, and then he made us to climb a small hill. It was a tough to climb hill, but we climbed there. We settled there, and after that, we could observe the train coming from one side and going to the other side. I have taken the video. This video also I have put in my presentation, so you will be able to see this video easily. This video gives a beautiful view of how the train moves around and then goes into the mountains on the other side or the forest. There was a lot of crowd. The crowd was absolutely everywhere, below the track, around the track. So wherever there was a photographic position, there was a you can say public sitting down to visualize this particular thing. So we could see all those things. Then after that, the place where we had actually halted our vehicle, it was a black lake or loch shell. So we visited this loch shell. It is a, you can say, beautiful place to visit. There is a small tower. Then there is a Glenfinnan monument. So we did all those things there. We were there for about half an hour moving around there. We went to the water. We just checked how it is. They say some stories about that water and all that. So this Glenfinnan monument we saw. From there, the guide took us to the vehicle took us to a place where they call it as Neptune staircase. This Neptune staircase is an important staircase. Staircase means we're climbing the hill or coming down the hill or climbing a building, coming down a building. It is not like that. All these loches or the water bodies are connected by canals throughout Scotland. So, if at all you are in a big loch or a big lake, you can say it is connected to other lakes. So, from going from one lake to the other, they have put some canal in between, and the ships pass through the canal. Now, the height of water level in both the places is not the same. So, they have to get the water down, they have to get the water up, and all that. It is similar to Suez Canal and all that. So, we could see that. So, he just took us to that place and said that we will have a enjoyment to see this. So fortunately a ship had come. Then we could just see how the water goes down, how they fill the water, how the ship is transported. So all that I have given in a video that we were there. So this I have given you the video of that so you can enjoy that. So the ship moves in a beautiful way. The ship moves forward, and then after that it has to pass through the roads where the canal passes. So at that time also they completely open the road closures or bridge, and the ship passes. So the way the connection of these loches is done is really beautiful. We could enjoy that. And then someone asked regarding how much will be the cost to travel to. So the ship that goes for 2 days, and the cost is very high. So even for locals, it is not that easy. Only the rich people who can afford, they do it. So it is not for everyone. So we just enjoyed the ship that was passing through. Then they took us to a small halt at Pilchokari. And this Pilchokkari is the place where again we could see some animals, uh, birds, and all those things. And from there we returned to Edinburgh. So in the evening when we reached Edinburgh, it was about 6:30, and they left us at the place where they had taken us up. So from there we again took some time walking around the city and then reached our hotel. The next day we were to go to the next city, that is Glasgow. So the video on Glasgow will be put after tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I think you must subscribe and press the bell icon so that you always get the videos that I am publishing. Thank you very much.